Have you heard this idea that the only way to be successful at digital transformation or innovation is deep insight into your customer? Well, I want you to know there is an alternative. This is Uni Haskell. She hit a hole-in-one on the very first swing of the very first hole of her very first game of golf. They say the odds against that are 25,000 to 1. Yet, she did it. And so, you have a choice. There's the Uni Haskell strategy to get crazy lucky and have your customers just happen to love the innovations that you create. Or there's the strategy of successful innovation that comes by basing it on deep insights into your customers' needs and points of pain. I want to tell you a story. Early in my career, I got a chance to lead a really cool project to create a new kind of internal communications platform for large accounting firms. Our target users were auditors and tax consultants who needed information daily to do their jobs. We had worked somewhat with these types of people, so we felt we knew what they needed. We checked that box that said we knew our customers. And then we got creative, and we brainstormed, and we came up with an idea that we loved. It was innovative, creative, exciting. It still brings a smile to my face to remember how awesome of an idea it was. We worked on that idea for months, 18-hour days. We were inspired and committed to this idea, to this product fulfilling its potential. We were on a mission. So, what happened when the product launched? Well, the features that we thought were so fantastic turned out to be of marginal importance to our users. And we had overlooked some of their most critical needs. And the product had some major usability problems because we didn't understand all the circumstances under which it would actually be used. It was a disaster. Our sponsors pulled the plug, the team was disbanded. We couldn't believe it. We cared so much. We worked so hard. But in truth, it was entirely predictable. We fell in love with our idea instead of falling in love with our customers. We wanted our product to fulfill its potential instead of thinking about how to help our customers fulfill their potential. If I take any solace from that story, it's that these mistakes are not uncommon. According to Nielsen, 85% of new products fail. Now, that's no doubt for multiple different reasons, but imagine something with me for a moment. Imagine that your next product has a set of features that really resonate with your customers. They solve a huge problem for them, that it's communicated in a way they find and understand and available at a price that they're ready to pay. Do you think that product would have an 85% chance of failure? So how well do you know your customer? And what does it even mean to know your customer anyway? So FEI has asked me to speak to you at their upcoming conference about the 5 key challenges large enterprises face around innovation and what to do about it. Lack of true customer insight is number 2 on that list. We'll be talking about all 5 challenges and how to overcome them in detail in Boston, but for the moment, here's a few quick tactics about incorporating the voice of the customer into your product development process. Number 1 is humility. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever bought something, maybe something expensive, that you totally intended to use, but then once you bought it, you used it like once and then barely ever again? Or a gym membership that you committed to and then practically never went? So the reality is, we don't even know ourselves all that well, do we? It's no small thing to truly understand your customers and be able to effectively predict their future behavior. The second principle is to get specific. What do you specifically need to know about your potential customers that would really make a difference in terms of driving what you're creating? Why do they do business with you? Why don't they do business with you? What are their unmet needs? How is their world changing? Who else is courting them? What do they like least about your product or service? And there's something that if you could do it, they would be willing to pay double. What is it? Number 3, it's not really enough to have one market research person who supposedly understands the customer. You want to involve everyone on the team and give them a tangible understanding. Just reading someone else's PowerPoint overview doesn't really give you that. I like to have every member of our product design team spend at least a couple full days personally trailing customers, watching them in their native habitat to really understand their reality. People always come back from that type of personal experience full of ideas. Number 4 is iteration. The world is changing fast, and so are your customers. You have to keep studying them. Learn how their needs are changing. And as your product moves from an idea to a prototype to a beta, take every opportunity you possibly can to study how users react. And lastly, when you study your customers, try to see past the surface of what they might be telling you to what they really need. Henry Ford famously quipped, "If I'd have asked customers what they wanted, they would have said faster horses." Well, exactly. Your customers may not be able to envision the kind of solutions your product team can conceive of. So listen past their stated requests to understand their underlying concerns and needs. They want to go faster. And hopefully you can come up with a far more practical solution than trying to breed faster horses. If you like this video, please share it with your colleagues. Follow me on Twitter at @Tiersky or send me an email, both to get more videos like this, and also I can send you a special money-saving code for registration to the FEI conference. Till then, be well, and I hope to see you at the Front End of Innovation Conference, May 10 to 12 in Boston.